All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Start Your Day Great, Start Your Day with a Coach. I am your certified high performance coach, Sean Butner, and this is the show where we help you level up your life to live your full potential so that you can create the life that you want. Now, today we're doing Monday Reflection, which is the weekly habit we do where we ask the same 3 questions every week with a little bit of a different intro today. And before we get into those 3 questions today, first I want to remind you to do the social media thing, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, all the things wherever you're watching this video. It would help me out. And I'd love to hear from you and keep you engaged in what's going on, answer any questions you have, that kind of stuff. So today, then, before we get into 3 questions, I want to talk about when do you need to regroup, right? We're in April now. We're 4 months into the year, and a lot of you that have been with me for a bit were following me with the New Year's resolution. So, how are those New Year's resolutions going? How is your plan stacking up to what's really happened? Do you need to course adjust right now? Do you need to rethink some things? Have you learned some new things that have changed your plan going forward? I think it's a really great time to think about, okay, like, what do I need to do different now? What do I need to shift in my life, in my plan, and things that I'm doing, the things that I'm trying to reach, and really, take this time to move the ship, get into the game, and get crushing it. So that's exactly what I'm doing this week in my business and some of the personal goals that I've had this year. But so it's not just, this is something that I'm living and explaining and talking about with you guys as we go. So I wanted to bring that because, sometimes the most important thing you could do for your productivity is to say, like, things aren't working, I need to change. And it's as simple as that, but it can be really hard to do because we get, kind of attached to our ideas on, what you want to do, how things are going to go. And instead of getting frustrated that it's not happening, it's like, okay, maybe I need to let some stuff go to let some new stuff in, right? If you've ever been in that situation, you can relate. If not, I'm sharing with you, it's entirely necessary sometimes. But how do you make an educated guess and not just, do something else that's spinning your wheels? Because that's a huge thing that, I've coached a lot of people who are on to the next idea before the first idea is even started, so it's really important to keep in mind when you're regrouping. It's what is still your big ambition, your big idea, and something that doesn't necessarily have measures to, right? Like, I want to grow my business by the end of the year. So that's a big goal, right? And then, breaking it down, then you have, well, I need to get these projects done and whatever to support that big idea. But I've found in my life, if you don't have that big idea, you kind of get into this feeling that you're running a marathon without a purpose, right? It's like, what's the point if I finish this or not? If it's not working towards anything bigger. And so that big idea can keep you motivated, can keep you focused, can help you make decisions along the way. And as you shift, keep in line with your values, with your big goals, and the things you're trying to do out there. So that's super, super important. So, keep the big idea in mind. Narrow it down to 3 main projects you're going to do this year, and think through the next step. So get your 3 projects. The next step is, what are the big coffee. What are the big 5 moves you need to do towards those projects to meet the big goal, right? So it's all kind of aligned towards reaching that big goal, and you're just kind of structuring it down, right? In programming, we call it functional decomposition, which basically means just breaking things down into small bites so you don't overwhelm yourself, because it can really get overwhelming if you're like, I have to, launch this new course, a new project, and I have nothing done. But if that's the tick on your to-do list, that's really overwhelming. But if it's like, I have, a project to do all the videos, I have a project to do all the marketing, I have a project to do all of the media and stuff that I do to drum up excitement for what I'm going on. That's a little bit more granular. And then for the videos, it's like, do I have an outline? Do I have, the worksheets done, and so on and so forth. So that idea in programming, you kind of break things down to simple tasks just to kind of manage it better. Served me in my tech career, but it works for projects too. It works for going after your big ideas and big ambitions. So so what is your big idea, your big purpose, your big mission or missions and purposes this year? Do you have those written down somewhere? Have you been thinking about what those are? And then for each of those, what are the 3 big projects you have to do to accomplish them? And then here's the differentiator right here. What 3 projects are you going, or what 1 project are you going to focus on this next month, right? And what are the next 2 that are most important? So if you had 3 different big goals this year for yourself, maybe you have a work project, you have a personal project, and you have a hobby project that you want to do. And those are your 3 projects. But right now you're drilling down into your work project this next month, right? So what's the project? What are the 3 projects for each of those big ideas? And then what's the one you're going to work on the next 4 weeks? Really important to kind of narrow it down so you don't, again, freak yourself out. And then for those projects, what are the 5 big things that must get accomplished that you can measure and check off to say that that project is complete, it's done, it's working, it accomplished that big goal that I have for myself. And then, of course, with those tasks, if you need to break it down even more, sometimes, a big task could be its own project. Just keep going down until you get to manageable bites by functionally decomposing the projects and tasks. So that should help you get organized, help you regroup, help you rethink things if you had to shift or adjust, or maybe you notice that some of the projects you had aren't really working and it's time to shift things. So that's the idea today. So on top of that, then, for Monday motivation, guys, what is good this week that you're looking forward to? What is something you are excited about? And what is a struggle that you have? And what's your plan to overcome it? If you have any of those, post those in the comments below where you're watching this, so we can cheer you on. If you need a little bit of a brainstorm, we can maybe offer as a group a couple of ideas for you to get unstuck or to keep going after those big dreams, or just some cheering on, hey, you're doing it, you got it, guys. So that's kind of the vibe we're trying to build here today on Start Your Day with the Coach. So please do that, put it in the comments, and I'll get back to you after this live cast is complete. And if you need some extra help, I want to let you know that below this video you'll also see a link, or you can check the link in my bio to sign up for my free The 6 Secrets of Highly Performing Introverts, right? And this will give you 6 habits that anyone can use, but geared a little bit more towards introverts and like myself, so that you guys can really level up your careers, your relationships, improve some mindsets, get some habits that'll help you progress with a little bit more ease, a little bit more joy, a little bit more confidence. And when you sign up for that free video, you also qualify for a free 1-hour strategy session with me using the certified high performance coaching process. And on that application, we just learn a little bit about you. You'll get your head kind of geared into the type of questions we'll ask on the call, and we'll develop a tailored plan for you on that call to help make sure you have something to implement right away. That's the goal of the call. And then if we both think we could work together, that'll be helpful. We could talk about coaching after that at the end of that call, but primarily that call is for you to develop your plan to get some habits and some things in your life to help you level up. And I'd love to do that for you. So below this video, again, click that link to the 6 Secrets of Highly Performing Introverts. I'd love to share that with you. And take me up on that strategy session. I would love to see you there, okay? That said, guys, thank you so much for being here. This is Sean Butner signing off, saying live with more joy, more personal growth, and more impact in your communities today. See ya on Wednesday.